Here's an M3 GTR teaser for you here. Got some really sick pics with the quarter panels and the wheels. You can see the similarity in the fitment. It's crazy. Look at how similar that is. Like, look at where the wheel is sitting in the front fender. Then look at the VDO car and how similar that is. And then look at the back. It's basically the same. I love this car so much. I'm so happy it's almost done. I'm so excited. Oh, you guys probably saw this in the news at some point. My area got a 100-year flood, and I was working when it all really kicked off. This crept up from here in the road all the way to, like, over here, and I watched people driving through it. People in nice cars, too. Someone in like a C63 Mercedes did that. Oh yeah, here's Nile Red with a laser, and I said, someone give this guy a rusty muscle car because of him using the laser to remove rust. Let me show you.
What I have here is my brand new toy from China. So we have three main functions: welding, cutting, and cleaning. Take off my glasses and replace them with anti-laser glasses so that I don't lose my eyes. And yes.
That's fair. Shouldn't you also put like a mask on so you don't inhale whatever you're burning?
Okay.
That was instantaneous.
Which is the cleaning function. So we'll just move this here. Theoretically, it's supposed to be able to de-rust.
Is that working?
I mean, that's cool, right? Yeah. Oh.
Holy cow.
Kind of terrifying, to be honest. That is so much better than what it was before. I think we can definitively say it works.
Look at the darkness around his eyes. I think that means he's supposed to be wearing some kind of mask.
It's cool to have, but I feel like you should not be able to just buy this laser with absolutely no questions asked.
What do you mean? There are a surprising amount of things that you can just buy with no background check. $3,500 for anyone curious. Here's some more pictures from the day I was working the 100-year flood. Got this semi going into a giant puddle. This is the Skagit River, a lot higher than it frickin' should be. That was nuts, man. People were walking on top of the levees as well, or the dikes, whatever you want to call them. People are dumb. It was crazy. Someone posted these videos of the M3 GTRs. Let's take a look. I have YouTube Premium. I don't watch ads. All right, so we got the Star Spangled car with the restored P60 B40.
Hi, I'm Tom Plasinski from BMW North America.
Hi, Tom.
And
I'm Tom as well.
2025 is the 50th anniversary of the BMW 3 Series.
I feel like the fitment's a little different on this car to mine. The hood vents look like they're plastic, not carbon fiber, which I'm pretty sure they are even on this version.
Back in 2001, this was the state-of-the-art race car. If you look at it by today's standards, it's very much a street car with some additional body panels put on it, some carbon fiber fender flares. It's got a few carbon pieces like the hood and the roof and the deck lid.
Oh, there's mesh in there. Also, he makes a good point. Like, state-of-the-art race cars back then were mostly street cars with, like, fenders, flares, and that's it. Now, when you look at race cars, the exterior body is vaguely similar to the street car, but the quarter panels and fenders and the hoods and, like, everything is just so different. It's insane.
Very much street car level, a straight, flat belly underpan.
I love that they've got the heat plate around the exhaust tips. I like how beat up it looks too. It's not like pristine.
Quite a bit less downforce. It generates its downforce more from the rear wing and the front splitter than it does from what later cars would do.
Which makes sense. Oh yeah, I forgot my car is gonna have like this splitter here.
This particular car was powered by a 4-liter V8 engine and is the only M3 GTR that is still running today. There are 3 race cars left and 3 street cars left.
What do you mean the only one running today? They had one running at Goodwood recently, didn't they? It's not the only one. There's the VDO car, right?
Both BMW AG, so BMW in Germany, raced 2 cars with the Schnitzer team, and BMW North America raced 2 cars with the PTG team. This is a PTG team car, so there were 4 M3 GTRs on track at every race.
But not all of them had V8s, right?
And this car was, because it was a special car, the only ones with V8s, they were deemed to be maybe less, pushing the rules, let's say. And so,
well, yes. We like these cars, don't get me wrong, but yes.
In 2015, the car was redone back to its 2001 level finish. And
I remember discovering this when I first moved back to the US in 2016, and I did like a whole bunch of M3 GTR research, and I saw the engine dyno video from Fletcher Made Horsepower, where they were restoring this P60B40. It was insane.
The heart of the M3 GTR is the P60 engine, a 4-liter V8 flat plane crank engine that was developed initially for IndyCar racing.
I did not know that.
The engine was done already, and there was a possibility to use it in some other capacity. We wanted to go racing at Le Mans in the US and throughout Europe.
P60B40 14. I wonder what that means.
The rules at the time said that if you built a few cars for the street, and it was as vague as that, with the engine, then
I've never seen these parts of the engine up close before.
The car was absolutely dominant, and because of that, the rules were changed. So at some point, the most trick race engine you could think of back in its day, it was designed really for IndyCar. So it has all kinds of special things in it that made it really wonderful.
That also probably means it had to be torn down after every single race, right?
It can rev up to 10,000 RPM without pistons touching valves and things. One of the sister car to this won the 24 Hours of Nürburgring, and it's in the museum in Munich.
That's cool.
This car is configured in the livery of its last race, which was in late September of 2001, so after 9/11. And the team owner from PTG didn't tell us what he had planned, but he said, when we get to Petit Le Mans, which was in jeopardy of being canceled because of the events of 9/11, he had a special livery on the car. And this is what the livery was. When we restored it back in 2015, so 10 years ago, it had to go back to its race-winning livery at Petit Le Mans, the last race of the GTR, and in the Stars and Stripes livery.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Interior of this car is quite simple, and it feels more like a decontented street car than it does a purpose-built race car. The doors, although they're carbon fiber, are the same as the normal doors in the car.
The dashboard is also quite similar to the street car as well.
It was an H-pattern gearbox, so you had to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but it's called a crash box or a dog box. So once you get going, you don't use a clutch anymore.
I had a funny feeling. That's what I thought.
It requires the driver to just flip the throttle on.
Those are some crusty pedals, man.
So Team PTG put these 3 ducts here that would funnel air to the driver's head area so that they would be a little bit cooler. It does get hot in this car, and that vent there is a real benefit for the driver.
I have been told these cars can get really freaking hot.
Also, if we look at aero around the wheels, we see very sharp fenders, which were not the most efficient for aerodynamics, and it's not the way we would do things today. But back in those days, that was the way to go. And they're Yokohama tires. This car was sponsored by Yokohama. It was our main sponsor in the U.S., and it's the car that they like to borrow from us every now and then because it is so important to the history.
That's pretty cool. Why did I think it was Michelin's? Did the German cars use Michelin's? Is that why I'm thinking that?
These hood vents, they are exhausting air from the radiator. So you don't want radiator air to go underneath the car. That tends to give lift. You want it to come out over the hood. So there's very strong ducting to push the air out through here and over the roof of the car.
That's kind of cool, because you'd think it's like, I don't know why you'd assume it's anything else. But the fact that it's just for like venting radiator heat's kind of neat.
and some tracks go clockwise and some go counterclockwise, we have to be able to refuel from one side or the other. This would be for, let's say, Daytona. Petit Le Mans would be on the other side, so we can switch it back and forth. We move back to the rear of the car, then you have a rain light. And
I don't think I've ever noticed that before, that it had the two fuel ports. That's weird. Because on the street car, it's just on the right. That's kind of cool.
then you have a rain light, and this is the jack point for the air jack.
The rain light's cool. An E46 M3 with a rain light is kind of a neat idea. It's where the license plate goes, though.
To hopefully be able to pull the car out of the...
Oh, that's weird. Oh, it has like all the bracing for the wing and stuff.
Interesting part here, this was one earlier in the time of wings on the rear. It does generate a lot of downforce, and it is transmitted through these big carbon fiber pieces into the deck lid and into the...
I have similar pieces like that in my trunk as well. That's so cool.
Crawled through crates, unpacked stuff, and laid out the entire powertrain on the floor to see if we had everything we needed to put it back together. And then we found the people who worked on it back in 2000.
Oh, this is cool.
And asked for
Getting close-ups of the individual parts.
their help to...
You can see the ducting for the side exhaust. So mine kind of goes like this and makes a 90-degree turn. Whereas this, oh, you can see like the heat discoloration. You have this ducting here. Interesting.
We had to bring it all the way back to that race in 2001.
That's cool to see. It's so simple looking. That's so neat.
It is a wonderful, visceral car to drive. It shoots flames that are about 6 feet long out the passenger side.
That's insane.
Again, my name's Tom Plusinski. Thank you for watching. Thank you for allowing me to share this wonderful car with you. Come and see it for yourself at the Peterson Automotive Museum.
All right, now you guys wanted me to see the street car.